Welcome everybody, to the Josh Moves Around on His Couch podcast. Also known as Sticking Around with Josh and Philbo. I am your co-host, Philbo.
And I am Joshua, better known as Josh.
Better known as local man who moves around on his leather couch. Oh, there it is. There it is. At least it's better than the alternative of not being able to hear you, so...
Listen, I enjoy the finer things, and if you have to hear me squash my fat ass on leather, that's on you.
That's not the only time your fat ass has been around some leather. Let's be real here. Let us...
You're goddamn right.
So welcome everybody. This is episode 6, special edition. We're not streaming on Saturday. I almost said Friday. We're not streaming on Saturday like we usually do. I apologize in advance for that. We've got some real life shit.
I apologize for nothing.
It's fine. I'm apologizing for you. It's okay. You don't have to. Let me be your PR department. And I'm
proceed.
Okay. Yeah. And all I'm doing is apologizing for just not being able to be in our regular time slot. We got real life shit we got to handle, but don't you worry, because one of these days we'll also won't be in our real time slot, and it'll be because we'll be dicking around up at a cabin here on vacation within what? How many days? What's the day counter at, Josh? What are we down to now?
Like 22 days? 24 days.
24 days. Yeah. This man is really looking forward to it. I mean, so am I.
I can't fucking wait, bro.
It's going to be legit. I mean, half the podcast is cabin stories from last year, so...
Yeah.
We'll have plenty of content. Let's get into things as per usual. Last week we took a bit of a break because it was opening day. We both had beers, but this week we have tequila. Why? Because Joshua went to the state-run liquor store there in North Carolina and got us something all very special to look at. So Josh, why don't you take that away for us?
Yes, I went and saw my friendly neighborhood comrades to procure some alcohol. All right, let's hit the theme song real quick. Help me out a little bit.
Are you ready? Hey.
All right. So today, for us, I have a silver tequila.
Oh, that shit looks good.
And this actually was a mainstay for me for a little while. I ran across this bad boy when I was working at my first Mexican restaurant, which I loved. I actually gained 20 pounds working at that restaurant. And I love Mexican food, and I love tequila, folks. And this is actually so this is a little bit different than my last couple entries. It's not made in Kentucky. It's not made in Mexico. It's actually made in Chicago, Illinois.
Ooh.
So this was not made in a mud hut. This was not made in a prison sink. This is also not made in a single wide trailer. This was made in a tiny duplex and probably government housing.
There you go.
So, all right. So silver, look, while it doesn't have the flavor notes that I've yet to get to it on Yeho because I'm working my way up the price scale. This is I just bought this off the middle shelf, so we're getting there. But one thing that I do love about a good silver tequila is it's just smooth. Like a good silver tequila, smooth as shit. So we're actually going to go with not one of my mainstay vehicles, but we're going to go with the Dragon Fruit Red Bull on this one.
Ooh, nice and tasty.
Look, Daddy had a hard day, and Daddy needs a pick-me-up. So while I fight my way through the plastic, this poor people plastic from Chicago, and pop this cork, you wanna grab your sweet tea?
Yeah, and I'm gonna let you down this week because
no,
I don't have Milo's, but I did go to the gas station earlier, which is my other go-to, and I got myself the Quick Trip tea. And we're refined here in the South. We spell our Quick Trip with a Q and a T, not with a K and a T, like the Midwest. I don't know what the hell those, I don't know. What do they call? What's the derogatory term for Midwesterners? I just know they live in flyover country.
Yeah, no, nobody cares about you. I don't know.
You don't even have a derogatory term.
They don't have a derogatory term. So.
Oh shit. I was ready to
Where are
bump
my
it for a second.
sunglasses? Hang on, let me grab my sunglasses. Uh,
You gotta wear them at
um,
night.
so anyway, I'm going to go over rocks this time. As you saw, I'm sitting out here sweating my ass off in a garage. So as my ice is sweating too, we had technical difficulties again. Go figure. But
That's really the name of the podcast.
yeah, one thing I will tell you, those dick and dickheads out there, the Shirelings and the dickheads, everybody's included. If you want to drink it properly, throw it over rocks. And if it's not at least half tequila, you're on the wrong goddamn stream.
As per usual.
As per usual. So we're gonna give it a little pinkberry look to it, and this shit's
Nice.
about to wake. It's about to wake daddy up.
It's about to do something.
Oh God, we're about to tell some stories, kid. Look. Anyway, as per usual, we do like to throw out to the viewers, and thanks for coming out. And we like to start out with a cheers. Doesn't have to be a fancy toast. Look, grab your chalky milk, grab your QT sweet tea, your Milas, which I'm missing. Or, if you're a dickhead, go ahead and grab your tequila and throw them up to the sky, and let's have a good episode.
Hell yeah! Cheers. And cheers, Thundercat.
Cheers, Thundercat.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. Also, I will. We'll just throw this on the back end of this. Any new followers during the live stream that are added, I will be taking shots straight out of the bottle. So
yeah,
there's no smoke, there's no mirrors. I'll show you the level in the bottle, then I'll take a shot, and we'll prove that I'm taking it.
All shots were pre-recorded before a live studio audience.
No tequila was harmed during the filming of this episode.
Absolutely. So, my friend, well, I'll tell you what, we left it pretty open-ended. What did you want to start off with first today? I don't really know. I didn't really have anything specific. You want to jump right back into the lady that captured all of our hearts?
Well, first of all, that's a chop. That's the first chop of the episode, because we don't pull the curtain back for anyone. Okay, it's a professional operation.
Right.
Okay?
It's so professional that our mic levels are still not perfect, and we're only 10 minutes late.
Well, if we were only 10 minutes late, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, but in the 70s, yeah, Bonanza came on at 5:19. It was scheduled at 5, but it was just dead air until 5:19.
It's a real loose operation, man. It's no big deal.
Yeah. Well,
it's hard to put a hard start on dicking around.
Listen, let's not talk about it now. You have been chopped, sir, so you will have your day in court. But you will have your day in the shop.
My day in kangaroo court, might I add.
Your day in the shop. Listen, that's fine. But also another chop, because the next segment is always me featuring what my hat is.
Oh, that's true.
So there's no question asked about that hat. You didn't wonder I wonder what minor league team that is. What are we featuring today?
Right.
Why don't I have anything pulled up on my geeky desktop?
My $1 million desktop.
Right. So listen, this is you will never see me without a dope ass logoed hat on this stream or a podcast or any time I'm being recorded. It's just it's a part of the brand, kids. So look, check this guy out right here. Check out that dope ass logo.
That is pretty dope-ass logo.
It's not their main logo, but I'm sure some people can guess what it is. Other people aren't alcoholics. And this is like the secondary logo. So, as the Braves, every once in a while they'll go with like the Tomahawk logo, against the A or something like that. This is the secondary logo for Jägermeister, which I think is a fire-ass logo. And I procured this. I did not pay for this hat. I actually got this hat for free. Wow. And no, they do not sponsor the podcast. So, just in case you boys and girls were wondering, you want to hear the story? Or you want to move on? Because
let's hear the story, man. We got plenty of time. We're right here in the beginning.
All right. So me and my buddy Mike.
Shout out to Mike.
Shout out fucking Goldman.
Oh shit, kid. That Mike.
You're a fucking gem, kid.
Oh my god.
You know. Mike. Anybody out here knows who the fuck Mike Goldman is.
Nobody knows who Mike Goldman is.
Oh, they do. The Thundercat knows, I'm sure.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
We don't
so
have
he
enough
comes.
time to list all the
No,
regrets.
yeah, we can't go into all that. Anyway, so the big man comes over. We're hanging out. He wants to go hit the town, and you can get wild in Savannah if you want to. They not only allow it, they encourage it. So we go to this little dive bar that I know. We're just we're pre-gaming, drinking a couple beers, and then we're gonna go out to B&D and grab a burger, and then we're gonna really let loose and figure out what we're gonna do. So we're out there. And then what do you know? Because Mike and I actually at the time worked for the same restaurant, and our liquor rep walks in the door. And how liquor reps work in Georgia is they come around, they want to sell you a certain product, then they give you and the customers free samples of the shit. So she walks in with I forgot her name. I'm sorry, young lady, but she walks in with a giant bag of just Jägermeister stuff, and she walks in with like a duffel bag of like I don't remember what size they were, but they were smaller than a fit. It was like a 350 milliliter whatever. But then she's got her. I guess she has a quota of how much liquor she's supposed to give out, and she's got the big bottles, like the 1.5s, like the big bottles with the little pores on them.
Oh hell yeah!
And so she comes in and sets up her little area like at the corner of a horseshoe bar, and we just looked at each other. We're like, yes, please. I don't even drink Jaeger, but free liquor at a bar that's charging $9 a shot for anything. That's just gravitate to the Jaeger. I'm not driving. Uber will like fucking like the Batmobile will be here to pick us up when we call it. We're fine.
Alpha.
So we go sweet talk her a little bit, and about halfway through that giant bottle of us just schmoozing her, and then when she's looking away, we're pouring our own shots.
Right.
When she goes and talks to other people, we're just using the little. It's like an upside, like the logo. It's a shot glass, but it's metal, and the antlers are making it stand.
That's badass.
Oh, it is, and we stole a couple of those too. I mean, we borrowed a couple of those. Well, they were free anyway. Look, it was swag.
Right.
But so we got so drunk in like 45 minutes. And she was like, I didn't give out that much. I have like 5 more bars to hit. She's like, did you guys get your t-shirts and your hats and stuff? We're like, yep, check. She's like, did you get your small bottle? We're like, check the cargo pocket, check. And of course we have 2 of each. And we basically cleaned her out. Like anytime she looked around, it was like a cartoon. We're like, ping every time. And so we're not shitty. We're not hot tub drunk, Josh, right now.
Oh, Thundercat says she's the Batmobile. I didn't even see that.
Well, she's the original Batmobile until that's before I learned what Uber was. But yeah, no, she was no. When Thundercat pulled up, it wasn't like, oh, hey, let's go home. It was like, fuck, like I'm in trouble.
Come on, Mom, 5 more minutes.
She had to come get me. But anyway, so that's the beginning part of the story. Like we basically just we took advantage of a person that we kind of knew that does business with us and just got shitty drunk on Jaeger, which is never a good idea. So then we got these dope hats. We're both wearing the same hat. We're both wearing the same shirt at this point because we're drunk and we just put them on. I don't even remember what happened to the shirt I was wearing that night. And they were like, hey, there's a bar that kind of, picks up steam around this time. Let's go over there. So we actually had borrowed a couple of those little pouring spouts too from the bag. And so we took our like couple little bottles that we had and we went to that bar and told them we were Jaeger reps. Like, can we come in? Can we chill? Can we get free shots? Just a shout out, just I know we're not your normal rep, but we're just coming by to do a little business. They were like, "Yeah, come on in. That's cool." Like,
no way, that's hilarious.
Yes, and we were going around the club, and have you ever met Mike? Yeah, you know Michael Goldman,
of course.
Like, he's a big dumb animal, folks. Like he was not doing the talking.
If you look up "bull in the china shop" in the dictionary,
listen, he was not doing the talking in this scenario. I promise you. Oh. I got us in, and then I unleashed him on the public.
Yeah, that's just irresponsible, by the way.
Yeah.
Did you ever fined by the authorities for that?
Well, at the end of the night, something else happened, but
I was fined for a different reason.
Right. So we were going around pouring shots for everybody, and I think at some point just our demeanor or maybe how we were carrying ourselves. Maybe the manager caught on because we got past the doorman easy, and then I spoke to the manager. You know, even if I'm a little inebriated, I can still carry my own. If you have an IQ of less than 110, I got a shot at getting one over on you.
Oh, 100.
But and so I got us a little time in the club. We had a good time just walking around bullshitting. We had fake backstories. I'm sure Mike changed his name to Michael. Like he was Michael, and instead of being a general manager of this restaurant, he was a kitchen manager at a different one. He swung for the fences on his fake backstory.
He was Michael Braun's woman.
That
was his alias.
No, I remember I had several people in there convinced that I was going to the local community college. This is just my part-time job. I was going to the local community college to be an astronaut, and
what the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
You must have been so drunk walking around. I can only imagine.
I was not hot tub drunk, Josh, and my motor skills were still functioning. Jaeger's not up to the percentage to where it can take me down quickly.
Jaeger's a fun drunk though. Like I don't think I've ever like.
Jaeger, yeah, but Jaeger is not a fun next day.
That's true.
It's too much sugar. But anyway, so we worked that for a little bit, and
Batman then abandoned her watch that night.
Yeah, she wasn't happy about this night. I believe she came home and I was shitty drunk, passed out on the couch, wearing all Jaeger gear. I don't remember exactly how it finished, which you could probably figure out already. But we went around the club a little bit, and then the manager got mad at us. She was like, "You guys have given out enough free shots. Like nobody's buying shots." And I said, "Well, that's why we're here. We're here to promote the brand, and we will absolutely open a tab with you, and we'll start buying people Jaeger bombs." And so she went for it. She was like, "Oh, that sounds great." She's like, "So you guys are just covered?" And we're like, "Yeah." So listen, this idiot actually opened us up a tab without securing a credit card. So we were literally standing on the chairs next to the bar, like, "All right, the Jaeger boys are giving you free Jaeger bombs.
Oh
everybody come over. Let's, hey, bartender, knock it out." And then, dude, we did that twice. It was like a 15-minute separation of when we did it. They must have made like 200 Jaeger bombs.
Oh my god!
And then we snuck out the back door.
Oh my god! That is so bad. What club in Savannah? Actually, never mind. Don't say it.
Do you want me to say it? I'll say it right now.
No, I don't want you to because who knows? Just don't say it.
Well, it rhymes with Moshel Pub. Anyway, so then I want to go home, but Goldman wants to go to a nightclub. I hate nightclubs.
Yeah, well, who does it?
Number one, it's not my brand. It's not what I do. I don't enjoy myself. I really am not a dancer. Like I don't enjoy it. And but what you do in those clubs.
You don't strike me. You really, Josh. You never struck me as somebody who's out there.
I'm light on my feet, kid. Don't make me stand up and make you look bad.
You still got that those wrestling bobs and weaves for sure.
I'm pretty agile. I'm not the two kids in the pink shorts floundering over boxing gloves.
That was an endurance contest.
That really was. Anyway, so it's not really my thing going out to a nightclub. Because what you do at a nightclub isn't dancing. It's like you're basically dry humping, or if you don't have a female to dance with, you look like an asshole. So
right, it goes for the females too. The females,
and you can't hear anything. There's no conversation going on. Like I go out there with Mike. I'm like, I don't want to go here. We go in, and all of a sudden it's like, what?
Yeah.
Drinks, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's just fucking crazy.
But did the white trash magnet turn on with Mike or no?
Okay, so I haven't finished my story yet, and it's coming to an end.
I'm asking. I didn't know, like, because you know him.
So it's not an effect in nightclubs because the white trash he's looking for was at that first bar. We were just more we were more interested in the free liquor than we were the white trash.
Well,
because
Well,
he was
explain
getting looks. He was getting looks. See, but
Okay.
Mike doesn't. Mike doesn't go for the 2s and 3s. He's strictly 4 to 6. Like you can have a bit of a muffin top, but he's not going for the big girls, and that's what we're present there.
Well,
And look, shout out to the big ladies. You guys need love too, but it's not coming from Mike Goldman.
it could be. I guess just depends on the night.
It could be. And now, if you would have came up to us after all that Jaeger, maybe. But, so we hang out, and it's not that long. And about 15 minutes later, he's already spent $150 on those little shooters that they carry around on the little tray things. You know, they're like the little vial shooters
Right.
that you buy for $10 or whatever it is. He's like, dude, she gave me 2 for free. She said, or she's been chatting me up. I'm like, dude, you just made her night.
Oh, God.
Like, what are you doing? And he said, I can get her to come home with me.
Oh my God.
Said, I will. Hang on, how much do I have in my pocket? I was like, I got like $58 in my pocket. I'll bet you all this you can't do that. I was like, number one, she's a 7. She's not in your range. She's just outside of your range. Anyway, so I guess he wises up and just like bails on her. Meanwhile, I'm over here. Monica's at home. I don't fuck around on that shit, and I fucking hate nightclubs. So I got my $12 fucking Coors Light, and I'm just like,
what's going on? Yeah.
like doing a little head bob, just posted up a little bit. Like, all right, Mike, you know, that's a universal symbol, right? Like,
Right.
let's fucking get it going. Let's wrap it up. So I give him that. He's like, dude, I got another one. I was like, fuck, all right. And then I watch him. He's dancing on this girl, but I quickly realize she does not realize he's dancing with her.
Oh.
And he's doing the no contact grind, kind of the huh, like so everybody else sees it. But he's so drunk on Jaeger right now. I don't even think he knows. So anyway, she realizes about halfway through the song, and she turns around and just hits him with the
Oh,
just
God.
just douses him and hits me because I'm right behind him.
Jesus Christ.
So anyway, I'm like, Mike, time to fucking go, buddy.
Oh my
gosh. That's a wrap. You had 2 shots. I'm not gonna let you strike out here, kid. Let's go. I'm a good wingman. We're not gonna strike all the way out. So then now you have to understand, like, I'm shitty Jaeger drunk. Now I'm covered in some like cosmopolitan drink.
Right.
And then I go back home. Monica finds me in this state. Like I smell like a fruity beverage. I'm obviously shitty drunk on something I don't usually drink. And then the questions ensue. By the way, shout out.
She's the
shout out
world's
Thundercat.
detective in that scenario
Jeez.
too.
He's like, how many bitches you fucked tonight?
Just one, Mike.
Yeah, Mike. She always goes straight to the hard hitting questions.
Right.
There's no subtle question. She just like railroad straight in, like, so who'd you fuck tonight?
Oh God. Yeah, it's that hard hitting journalism that we're missing in today's media.
So anyway, that's my Jaeger hat story. This will always be in my collection, not only because it's a dope ass logo, but because it was a funny ass night. It's not the greatest night out of my life, but like just the fact of what we pulled off in that club. Apparently, you can show up decked out in like a liquor or liqueur brand and tell people you're reps and just do whatever you want to do for a while. So, kids watching at home, you don't even have to be 18. We didn't get carded.
Kids watching at home, this is my 7th cigarette. Maybe live your life a little bit differently.
Right. So I did pregame a little bit for this one, so just
nice.
Heads up.
All right, well, that's a great story. We'll have many more of them to share. I'm sure of it. But we do have to talk about a young lady who's really touched a lot of our hearts and minds.
Is this my girl?
This is your girl. This is
my girl.
Yeah. So her name is Bad Baby, and of course,
Bad Baby. She's a bad baby.
First, we have to hear from Tobey Maguire. And
Get the fuck out of the way! I can't see. There are cars there, motherfucker. Get out of the way.
get out of the way. And so with that, we talk about our Dicks in Hollywood segment, and this week, oh, do we have a good one for you? The one, the only Cash Me Outside girl, aka Bad Baby, aka whatever her real name is.
Catch me outside.
How about that? How about
How
that?
about that? How about that?
So she is now a professional individual, extremely professional at that. She is a rapper, and she also has a very successful OnlyFans. So she has really taken off.
Wasn't the word on the street said she broke records on OnlyFans?
Yeah, so yeah, I think she made at the time. I don't know if she still holds this record, but I think she broke the single day record, for like most income or most money earned. So which is pretty, and it was something like $18 million. Like it was a lot of money.
I mean, she is an attractive young lady. You can't take it away from her.
I guess so.
Oh, but we're about to, Philbo. Go into.
So, amongst her shenanigans, now granted, this specific TMZ story isn't all that crazy. She does go to her mom here. I don't have audio on this one, is off, but there is quite the thing cut.
And this is her mother, in which she argued with on the Dr. Phil show about beating each other's ass, and then threatened the Dr. Phil audience, saying all them hoes can catch me outside.
Right. How about that? So,
how about that?
Well, interestingly enough, her mother seems to have a really crazy change of tune after all of the money has come through.
Well, listen, just the change in her haircut. Her haircut clearly states, "I need to speak to the manager, and I need to speak to them now."
So Karen's
that's
everywhere.
That's always a helpful person to have around whenever dining out.
100%. So, yeah, so we just want to talk about her today in general. Nothing really specific, but yeah, she's quite a milestone for the music industry.
So listen, I'll put all my cards on the table. They're not that great. Not working with a royal flush here. I had no idea when we saw this the other day. I had no idea who she was at all. You had to school me on who it was. I watched the Dr. Phil thing, and I was completely ready to shit on her. Okay, and then I saw this story, and I was like, yeah, it's not the most groundbreaking story ever. I mean, trust me, she's not the only person in that generation that thinks that this is permissible. However, then I did a little deep dive in it, and I found her music video. And I believe that's titled Gucci Flip Flops, featuring Lil Yachty.
Right, but not just Lil Yachty.
And there's a special guest in the music video as well that doesn't quite fit. However, one of the greatest music videos I've ever seen. I'm 100% a fan. And I literally look, like Linkin Park used to make some of my favorite music videos. Listen, rest in peace, Chester. Mike Shinoda, fucking work it out, man. You got to get like this bitch because she knows how to make a music video. Okay? There's nothing better. And the musical tones of this song are just phenomenal. I was just when I was on the verge of throwing her in with the other that generation musicians that we've shit on, MGK and Tyga and the bunch. What was his name? PacSun or no? That's a store. That's a store at the mall.
Oh god, what are the juice boxes called? God damn.
Capri Sun.
Capri Sun, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Capri Sun and MGK. But listen, I took a look at this music video, and I'm telling you, it changed my life. I will never be the same again. Now, for better or for worse, but she doesn't have that much of a musical history. But I can't wait for the next album to drop.
Now ever since you discovered her, it's like Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. Like your eyes have been open to these female hip hop artists.
No, I'm saying she blinded me. Who are those? Like I find myself checking and refreshing 9 times a day. When's the next Bad Baby album coming up? Oh, still no update.
What do they? They call like Taylor Swift followers Swifties. Like, well, I guess her followers would be babies. I don't know.
I'm a baby.
You're a baby. You're a bad baby.
I'm a bad baby.
You're a baby who's down bad, or bad baby.
I am a baby. No, let's get real here. Like she
Hold on,
may
I
be
need to
the
isolate
she-
that. You going, I have a baby. That'll just play on the screen every once in a while.
No, let's get real on this shit. She might be the worst person on the face of the earth.
Yeah, well, I don't know. There are, well, definitely not on the face of the earth. Maybe the worst person, one of the worst people in Hollywood. That's for sure, to say the least.
Well, no, listen. She that no, I disagree. I disagree because
I think
you're-
there are
you-
African warlords out there who are probably doing worse.
That's
things
I
than
knew
her.
you. I knew you were going to go political, and you were going to go that route. She doesn't have the type of power or wherewithal to pull that shit off. That's the only reason why she's not doing it. Like
Fair enough.
she if she knew how to do that and conquer a land, she would try. She's got the worst intentions of anyone on the planet because she has no disregard for other human beings. Like, and that's just my first qualifier as a person.
Right.
We don't even have to check any other boxes. We don't have to go up the checklist or down the checklist. It's just question number one. Do you have any type of regard for what anyone else is doing or what anyone else thinks or how anyone else feels? If that answer is no, we need not go further.
Right.
And the fact that she was on Dr. Phil at such a young age for getting her ass beat by her mother, who we just saw pictures of her twerking on.
Right.
I guess she got big enough to where she could make her mother submissive. I don't know how that relationship works.
I think
don't know.
her paycheck got big enough where mom has to take a back seat there.
Yeah, I don't think that was mom's pool they were twerking by.
Probably not. Probably not.
But I don't know. I just think I'm not going to do a dig pick on this, but I will do a little bit of a let's look into the next 5 years for
Oof,
Bad Baby.
5 years might be too long.
Let's look into the next 5 years because like she could come full circle. Like she could be what was the guy's name last week? 6ix9ine.
Oh yeah, Takashi.
She could have more face tattoos than him.
That's true. Although, who was that? Okay, but there was a rapper. Oh, that's who it was. They made a big story out of this. I think Black China. I think recently.
Who also was caught up in the whole Avril Lavigne, Chad Kroger.
Oh, she was. I want to say
Tyga, Capri Sun type deal.
I want to say. Hold on a second. I want to say it was her that became like a born again Christian like very recently. Yeah. It is her.
Nice.
So it's funny because she has two routes in front of her. It's the Tekashi 6ix9ine route where she, descends further into gang violence, gets beat up in a gym, and then becomes a federal asset, or she could go the Black China route and become a born again Christian. And so either way,
well,
it's
that's
a very
the
interesting
thing. Look,
outcome.
I think she took that's best case scenario. So,
Well, it is
best case
possible.
scenario.
The precedent has been set. Female rappers.
It has. And listen,
Male
from here on
rappers.
out, listen, Bad Baby, go religious, clean your act up.
There you go.
Like you can turn it around, sweetheart. I promise.
There's plenty of time.
But I don't think that cat turd inside of your cranium can actually handle this information.
Oh god. Yeah, you know how people joke about like two brain cells to rub together? I feel like she needs the basic compounds of brain matter in the first place in order to facilitate that. She's got a long uphill battle.
Right. And there's nothing that I love more than just a great conversation with somebody. It doesn't have to be that intelligent or that in depth, but I like having conversations with people just to see what they know, and I want them to see what I know. Mainly,
Sure.
I want them to see what I know. But
Mainly, I want to talk about myself.
Yeah, so I do have Asperger's syndrome. I self-diagnosed the other day. And
Just yesterday? It took you
Just
that long
yesterday.
to figure that
Yeah.
out?
Well, I have Asperger's, so introspection is not my best quality.
All right, well, fair enough. Keep going.
So anyway, so I feel like she would last 2 seconds in my world, and I would play her off like the Oscars. Like, all right, thank you, thanks for trying, I appreciate it. No, Thank you. Yeah, the Gucci flip flops are awesome. Yeah, no, I know they cost $400. That's fine. I understand. No, can you please get away from me?
How much do
Can you-
Gucci flip flops cost? Hold on, let me look
Yeah,
that
pull
up.
that up real quick. But seriously, I just feel like she is about as interesting as an empty can of Red
Bro, you may have hit it on the head. They might. I've seen them here for as low as exactly $400.
Bull.
That's pretty wild. Did you do any previous research to this?
Well, have you seen my daily footwear?
Oh, that's true. You are a Gucci flip flop enthusiast. Crazy, yeah. Current price $400. Like what?
$400. There you go. And
You're-
listen,
You're a wizard of capitalism.
with my Gucci flip flops, I'll hit a bitch in my socks.
Perfect. Is that really what
mean-
she says in the song?
Yes.
Wait, I don't understand that. She with her Gucci flip flops. Oh, so she'll take them off and then she'll have her socks on.
Yeah, because she's wearing socks with flip flops,
Right. You
which
know.
is apparently a thing that I don't do.
I've
but-
seen people do that, but
And it's a certain persuasion, and we're not going to go into it. But
I wasn't even gonna go there. I'm just saying I've seen people
it's-
do that, and I still
it's-
don't get it.
Yeah, it's a fad. But have you ever worn socks and flip flops?
No.
Because I have.
But that used to be like the whole point of like dads wearing socks in their sandals. Like,
So I remember
Is that not-
distinctly
is that cool
the
again,
first
or-
time. I remember distinctly the first time I've ever done it. And socks and sandals is completely different than songs and flip flops. Because if you're talking about Gucci flip flops, if they're slides, that's fine. But if you have a pair of thong flip flops, it's actually between your
yeah.
big toe and the others. Okay, you might have something worse than Asperger's.
Well, let me ask you this, because do the socks? So in the slides, because I don't like flip flops. I don't even wear them to the beach. Famously, you know that I don't. I wear socks to the beach.
Oh my god. Oh my god. If y'all don't know, that's a chop. That's a chop from 8 years ago. First time I took this kid to the beach, and every subsequent
Oh,
time I took
okay.
this kid to the beach, this kid wears sneakers and socks to the beach.
I don't like flip flops. I never have.
In my look, figure something out. Get you a pair of Sperry's. Wear sneakers without socks and take
Oh,
them
yeah.
off before you hit the sand.
I should
this-
just get some.
This
shitty
kid's
Sperry's.
crunching. This kid's crunching sand in his socks every time he goes.
That's not true.
Like he's in his living room just lounging around in socks.
And sand. Actually, if you
And
come into
sand.
my, I don't have a carpet in my living room. It's concrete
And then-
with sand on top.
Right.
And I always wear my socks indoors.
Yeah, just pan down a little bit. Show the audience your beach.
Yeah, exactly.
You're chilling with your mid calf dad socks.
It's like I have like one of those turtle like play sand boxes for small children. I have that in the shower, so I'm always on sand no matter what.
No, don't wash those. Those are my sand socks.
I have a
I
special
finally-
setting
I
on the
finally got them broke in and oiled up well enough.
oiled up with what? Damn.
Got them oiled up so they repel the sand.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, so I do. I wear socks to the beach.
So-
So
So cheers to the socks on the beach, even though you did get chopped for it. Look,
my past
like-
tea.
like just like ice and tequila, like ice is my vehicle of choice. Socks are Philbo's vehicle of choice. This is footwear of choice. It
Actually,
doesn't matter what the outerwear is, but it does require socks.
dude, well, I've basically been wearing socks. I wear socks to bed. I wear socks when I'm naked.
Oh,
I
dude.
do it.
Oh, dude.
That's how I do. That's how I live my life.
Oh, that's a chop.
No,
you're
that's
messing up,
not
man.
a chop. That's not a chop. You're gonna have I gotta write this shit down because these chops are getting challenged, and I never remember to challenge them properly. So let's see. Challenge for socks.
Hang on, I'm taking notes over here too, buddy.
All right, we're good. All right.
Philbo sucks at the beach. Okay.
I have a great time. I'm a blast at the beach, man. I want to do everything. I like to dig
You are
holes at the
fun.
beach. Yeah, I'm a fun
He
guy.
likes to dig holes. He likes to
Yeah.
catch frisbees. He's
Yeah.
essentially a Labrador.
Yeah. I'm basically a
Look,
retriever.
Yeah, no, he'll eat hot dogs. He'll play in the water.
I'm fun for the whole family.
He'll lick the top of your beer if you're not watching.
Yeah, I'm just there. I'm there for a good time, man.
He's a blast, and he comes whenever you're ready to leave. He comes right to the car.
Every time. I basically, man, I might have to reevaluate my life. I might actually be a Labrador Retriever.
You really might. Just only at the beach. Like, only within like a 5 mile radius of the ocean.
It's just something about it, man. It just turns me into something else.
And you can dress him up. Like you can put a little bathing suit on him. You can put little sunglasses on him. He enjoys it. He doesn't even mind it as long as you throw a frisbee or football his way. He's
Hell
fine.
yeah. Anything, man. Just throw me a ball and I'm happy.
Yeah, he's fine. And then get him out in the water. You've never seen him more happy. He's got his socks on in the water.
For the record, I do not wear my socks either on the sand or in the water. I just
Listen,
wear them.
I can neither confirm nor deny because we were in the Atlantic Ocean. You can't see if you're in
That's
more than
true.
a foot of water, you can't see your feet. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I'm so excited to go to Greece for my honeymoon, dude. And I can actually
Oh,
see the
fuck
fucking
yeah,
water.
man.
Yeah.
I don't think you told me that you're going to Greece.
Yeah, I may have told you, I don't know, but it's yeah.
I don't really listen. I really only talk about myself most of the time.
Dude, we'll literally have a 3-hour conversation and I'm just like, yep, and then I just keep going.
Yep. That's the Asperger's, man. Listen, I can't help it. I can't help it.
Well, it's actually
so now you're making fun of me because I have Asperger's?
Well, I'm a
I
piece
take
of
offense
shit.
to
What
that.
can I say?
Monica.
Mom.
Mom, help.
No, but shit, dog. No. So really, what it comes down to is I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? You got me thinking about the mental illness. Now mine is coming to the forefront.
Oh,
So
maybe-
yeah, so
Maybe you have a mental illness. We can both self-diagnose.
Socks and the slides. That's what I wanted to bring back to because
Okay, yeah.
I guess if you're gonna do it for grip or if it's cold, I see people do when it's cold outside, and I think like yeah, that's fine. I get that, because you don't want to put your shoes on. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't like socks.
Well, the
slides.
socks and the slides. The reason why I always did it was travel ball tournament stuff like that. You don't want to fucking walk around in your $200 pair of cleats with the metal spikes on them. Like wear those shit down, you know.
Right.
And plus they're uncomfortable as shit. Like I don't know who invented. Like I love an old school little league setup where you got dirt paths running to everything. I can leave my cleats on. I'll be fine. Then everybody had to fucking pave everything because of fucking wheelchairs and roller skates and what do you call it?
Walkers.
Yeah, something like that. No, not walkers. Strollers. And now
Okay.
everybody has to have access to like, some type of paved substance. And then I'm not gonna walk like it turns into a weird thing because I know you played travel ball at some point. You played baseball, and you know when there's these big tournaments, everybody it looks like Tiger Woods is playing the 8th hole at the Masters, right? Like a foot off of the side of every paved surface. There's lawn chairs with people lounging.
Exactly.
So I either have to go way out of the way, and instead of going A to B, I got to go A to Z to T to F, and then like figure out how to tunnel under Q to get to B, and then then I'm either left with I'm left with a situation where I'm tearing up my really nice cleats that I enjoy and I've broken in and oiled up nicely, and then you can't even talk to each other because all you can hear is like that fucking terrible sound of metal hitting asphalt.
Yeah, what is
Or-
up? I totally. You just brought up a core memory for me. Like, why the fuck? Yeah, that's such a weird thing.
I don't know. As I light my 8th cigarette since hang on since Philbo's counting.
All right, well, you get a chop for lung disease because it's coming for you.
Well, you get a shot because lung disease is not funny,
You get a chop because it's all on you.
and you get another shot, and we can we're just gonna keep chopping back and forth. Look. No, but dude, too many tangents. Look, the
Tangents are
fucking
fun,
slide,
Josh.
the socks and slides. I'm not gonna take my I'm not gonna take my all the way up because I was that kid. I had the sliding pants up to the knee, tucked down right here. Like I showed the full sock. Like I've got the full sliding sock on. I'm not gonna roll those bad boys down, take them off, and then put my slides on. I'm gonna put the slides on and go get me what I thought at the time was the most incredible concession burger of all time, and then I'm gonna flip flop my ass back.
Ugh.
But I do remember distinctly. I don't know what it was. I think I was in a hurry. I was packing my bag. I just throw them in the bat bag and go. And I grabbed because I've been a thong guy too, and you can
Right.
you can isolate that for later. But I've been a thong sandal guy, and I've always enjoyed a thong sandal. And those are my beach and lounge around. Every once in a while, you just want to be that guy with a really nice pair of jeans and thong sandals. Like
Do
I
you?
got really into that for a while, and I don't know why. But I
Kind of
just thought
reminds
that
me
was
of kind of reminds me of the other Ron in Parks and Rec when who's what's that guy's
oh
name?
no he had the Jesus sandals. He had Velcro straps
Oh, he
involved and
did.
shit. Yeah, no the really nice and look, fuck Rainbow. Like I'm a brand whore, and I typically don't gravitate where the majority does. I like to find like a nice pair of like just the not the performance ones or the sports ones, but a good pair of the fabric Puma
Mhm.
thongs, like a khaki fabric Puma.
Sure.
Fantastic. But I accidentally packed those in my bag, and I had a 2-day tournament, and I was stuck. I had a pair of uh, Pumas, actually. I think actually like cross trainers, but they were in the hotel room, and in my bat bag, I either had my cleats or my Puma thong. And am I going to roll the socks all the way down? I don't think so. I don't think so. And that was maybe the worst day of my life thus far.
Really?
It
That was
was
the worst day of your life.
yeah. I mean, dude, jamming because sliding socks; those things are thick as fuck.
Yeah, they are.
And even
love
on the
them.
toes, I think we figured it out by now. But back in 1998, they were the same consistency all the way down.
Right.
So trying to jam a goddamn piece of plastic, or those were actually fabric. Trying to jam a piece of fabric in between my toe and other toe with
Right.
those on. Oh my god! So it's impossible because I either have to like reverse moonwalk and just slide my feet, or excruciating pain in between my toes as I'm walking. It was awful.
Wow. Well, thankfully now in 2023 technology, no more
Man.
children will have to suffer like you did, Josh.
Dude, I would give anything to go back and play Little League right now.
As a 35-year-old adult.
Yeah, no, I would be Albert Pujols. There would be a $50 bill rolled up in a piece of paper that's my birth certificate, like, and it just written on it. And it says I am 13.
Yeah. What movie is that from? I forgot.
Benchwarmers.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, where the guy's
That's
clearly
right.
the guy's clearly
Yeah.
29
Yeah.
and he's drinking tequila outside.
I've only seen half of that movie. So
It just says I am 13 with
that's
a $50
hilarious.
bill.
Yeah, and it's like written in crayon or something.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, perfect. Hell yeah. So
Monica says it's not funny. I don't.
she's talking
I don't
about
know
the
what's
lung. She's talking about lung disease.
It's not funny. I agree. Cheers.
It's not fair, man. You always have a constant person to back you up.
But I'm saying, look, Thundercat clearly understands where I'm coming from, and she legitimizes that chop. So you can mark that out in your notes. Don't even bring that up in the shop.
That's not for me to bring up. That's for you to bring up.
Why? I chopped you.
I chopped you first, bitch.
I chopped you.
Let's see, what were we
I don't
talking
even
about?
remember that because the Asperger's.
I know. It's tough for you, man. It's tough. I'm here.
All
I'm
right.
here to
So
help guide you through it.
anyway, we can listen. Let's put this segment to an end. Bad Baby. The music is phenomenal. Keep going.
You're doing something right.
You're a shining star, Lil Yachty. Man, you were lucky to get on that track. So listen, keep aspiring, keep chugging along, keep doing what you do. But listen, if you ever hit my bitch in your socks, you gonna catch me outside.
How about
And
that?
How about that?
All right, so
Okay.
let's transition now to one of my favorite segments, which is brand new, and it's
Round twozel.
random fucking stories. So, um, this shit is hilarious. I don't care who you are. I'm actually gonna read this entire article because in order to fully grasp the hilarity of the situation, you really need to.
All right, so
have this
everyone
read
brace
to you.
yourselves because Philbo can't read well.
Get
so-
yourself a nice little glass of hot chocolate. Sit down by the fire. Tuck yourself in. Get all cozy. Because here comes the
I was gonna
greatest
say,
reading.
look, go take a smoke break because it's gonna take him a while, and you can just read it when you come back.
My position is this is worth hearing because this story is absolutely hilarious.
All right, hit me with it because I think this shit's fucking hilarious. too.
All right, so a giant red spoon that was stolen from an Arizona Dairy Queen sparked a mystery on social media that was found Monday morning, and it's partly thanks to Pokemon Go. Michael Foster, 52,
Yes.
was playing the outdoor mobile game. By the way, this is a 52-year-old Pokemon Go player. Right?
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that. It's just kind of like a funny part of the story. Like you would expect it would be like a 14-year-old kid, but no, it's a 52-year-old man. Playing the outdoor mobile game, and he spotted the 15-foot spoon around 7 a.m. Right? It was on the ground behind a fence that surrounds a Phoenix middle school baseball field, just 2 miles from the scene of the heist.
heist.
The way this is written, by the way, is hilarious.
The
Hats
heist.
off to this fucking writer. Who's the one who published this? It's from this newser website. I'll
This
try to
really is of the Loomis Fargo type tier.
absolutely. I'll get the author here in a second. But the first thing I did was send a picture to my wife, and I said, "It's the spoon." She said, "Call the police." Which just those two things juxtaposed next to each other is hilarious.
so this had been like keeping people up at night.
Yes. It's like in the Dr. Pepper Fanville commercials, like where everybody's like worried about who they're gonna get, who the coach is gonna be, and they're all just like, what's gonna happen? It's literally like that level of ridiculous, where everybody is
The
worried
big
in a
game's
small
on
town.
Saturday.
Yeah.
But Joey's sick. He might not play. But where's the spoon?
Where's the spoon? It's literally like you can see a picture of it here. It's just a spoon that's like a cool decoration for this local Dairy Queen, I guess. But it's a serious business around town, okay? Whew. Anyway, so where's the spoon? Call the police. I can confirm the Dairy Queen red spoon was located and recovered this morning. Sergeant Brian Bauer said in an email Monday, which is just hilarious because it's like the most
they had a
official.
sergeant involved.
Yes. They had to have an
sergeant
official.
involved in this case.
They had
That's
to have
like
an
that's
official
the one where
statement.
like you literally have Farva go out. Like you just have
Yeah.
the guy that hangs out and sucks. Is like, hey Terry, we got you. We got you an assignment. Go out and fucking get the spoon.
Oh god. So the local police department did confirm that the spoon was faithfully returned. Detectives are continuing to search for whoever took the spoon, he added, and police are encouraging the public to submit any tips. Crime Watchers or Crime Stoppers is on the job. Don't you worry.
Look, I ain't no snitch, but put a reward out.
I ain't no snitch, but you're messing with the community, man. When you take the spoon,
You're-
you mess
listen,
with the community.
When you take the DQ spoon, come on, man. Like I'll do it for the community, but a reward would help.
A school maintenance worker pushed it over the fence to Foster, who handed it to the Phoenix police.
So it's heavy.
Well, the only way to get it back was they strapped it to the top of a police cruiser, he said. Foster said that nobody was around, and the school was just opening when he saw it.
Wait, they couldn't even get like a fucking SUV and like stick it out the
No,
back
they
of
just-
the hatch or anything.
Just stuck it on top, which is hilarious because if you think you got to think of like it's just a small town America. This cruiser is going back to the Dairy Queen. You're on the road. You see the cop with the spoon. You're like,
Right.
it's the
Right.
spoon.
It's a spoon.
People are just
It's
honking
a
their
spoon.
horns.
No, it looks like a funeral procession, but they're tearing ass down the
Yeah,
highway.
exactly. No, they're actually going at a respectful 25 miles an hour, so people can gather around and jog down the street after them.
Right. So essentially, you're telling me that Terry and Travis did go get this thing. Like we don't need
Yeah.
a truck. Watch this shit.
Yeah.
Like we got bungee cords.
They
Take your belt, Terry. Take your belt off.
they wheeled the
we-
children out of the local hospital to come and see it
Right.
get
There was a-
reattached to the building.
Right. The following Monday, there was a parade.
Exactly. The spoon went on parade. Oh god. This is the funny part thing is too is he says one guy finally did come by and was like, "Is that what I think it is?" Yeah, that's the spoon, which is hilarious. This
that's
is
the
the
spoon.
talk of the town, man. This is the talk of the town.
Well, listen, Dairy Queen revamped in a very real way. They came out with that $5 box where you get like it's essentially free. You can feed 7 people with all the shitty.
It comes
food
with
they
a
put in the box.
15-foot spoon, apparently.
Yeah. I'd like to see the fucking blizzard that they
Yeah.
ate with that fucking thing. Hopefully, dude. First of all, let's
They're not
transition
serving that
'cause-
one upside
hey,
down, that's for
listen.
sure.
let's we always hit food on this. I was a DQ kid. I fucking love DQ, but I got a weird blizzard. What was your blizzard of choice?
Oh, I never DQ. The one went out of business before I was like 5. Oh, that's my dog.
Dude, I was a poor kid. I lived on the poor side of town.
Hold on, I got my
Oh.
dog. Keep
Oh,
going, keep going,
no.
keep going, keep
Oh
going. You're good.
no.
Keep going. I just gotta make sure he's not barking at the neighbors.
But no, you know, I always loved blizzards, and I say I was a poor kid. I wasn't a poor kid. Shout out, mom and dad. You gave me financially a great childhood, but you were trying to buy my emotions, so fuck you. But anyway, moving forward, I don't want to cry. My Asperger's is acting up. But, anyway, we I don't know how it ended up when I was a younger kid. Let's say like 6, 7, 8. I had my friends from school and I had my friends from the neighborhood, but then for some reason I would always end up like my mom's friends because my dad never had. I don't think he ever made one friend, but my mom always
Okay.
had friends, and she worked for the post office, and somehow she always found friends that were the poorest people that lived in the shittiest places, and they always had kids around my age, and I was forced to hang out with them. Like
Right.
go to the drive-in movie theater, which is
They were all
let's-
Bud Light
look,
households.
they were all Bud Light households. All I saw were Bud Light cans strewn about.
Furniture built out of the Bud Light kids.
Yeah, exactly. No, literally, they made a can opener out of Bud Light cans. But
Oh god.
so the type of family where the typical Friday night was going out to the drive-in. So it's not we can't afford to take everyone and pay full price of the movies to watch one movie. So
I'm
let's-
sorry, the drive-in movie theater. Were you born in like
Yeah.
1952?
I'm older than you. I have a gray beard here.
You're like 7 years older than me.
Dude, drive-ins were a very real thing in my hometown growing up.
Okay, that's
And
a really that's a random piece. I did not
It didn't
know.
go out of business until like well into my 20s, and Monica can chime in if I'm wrong. I'm sure she will if I'm wrong, but definitely up and through my teens. No, it was a thing, but hanging out as a kid, I didn't really understand what level of stature in the social system you are when you have 4 kids and you make them hide under blankets in the back of a station wagon to get in, so you can only
Oh
pay.
yeah.
So you can only pay $10, and you're gonna look. You better buckle up. You better buckle up because no, we didn't just pay $10 to see the best movie. We paid $10 to see 3 movies in a row that came out 2 years
Oh, fantastic.
ago. So and then you break out the giant bag, like the $10 bag of crystals that were 6 cents a piece, and hand them out. And look, you're living, buddy. You're living.
That's an experience right there. Dude,
But
shout
the
out,
da-
dude, Crystal is so I almost forgot about how good Crystal is.
I can't stand Crystal. So
It's so shitty.
I can't stand it.
It's
so
so
bad.
shitty, but it's so good to me. Like I love it.
It's so bad.
So do you like White Castle over Crystal? Because to me it's
I don't
basically the same thing.
like that style. I don't even like sliders. It's a waste of my time. It's when I eat a burger, the toppings are very important to me. Sorry, my PC's dying. I forgot to plug it in.
You're good.
So when I think about a burger, I think about toppings mainly. The toppings make the burger, but I mean at the root of the burger is the meat. So I like a good patty, and it's got to be cooked well. It's got to be seasoned well, and none of that can be used to describe a Crystal or a White Castle. It's just paper thin patty, and all it is bread.
Yeah, but the bread's good, and the oil is good, and the onions and the cheese, and you just bring it all together.
But the bread is important. But if the bread is the most important thing on your burger,
Yeah, no, I
you
agree.
fucked up.
I
Like,
agree.
you derailed.
I mean, it's look, it's not. I'm not by any means am I saying it's the greatest burgers out there, or sliders or whatever, but they hold a special place in little Philbo's heart.
That's fine. And I look back and it's a piece of resentment for me because I was forced to hang out with kids that weren't up to my social class.
You're forced
So
to hang out with Bud Light and Crystal Kids.
yeah, so you tried to make me a Bud Light kid, but it didn't goddamn work, did it?
Hilarious.
So anyway, back to Dairy Queen. They're kind of in the same thing because back then, you could take if you didn't have a whole lot of money roaming around in your wallet at any given
Right.
time, you could take 5 kids and make them happy for $10.
That's true.
Hey, when I was coming up, the blizzards, I mean, just a small, like a kid-sized blizzard was like 82 cents.
Yeah.
And it was like 82 cents. And then what I did figure out is they actually had quality burgers. I didn't figure that out until I was
Really?
almost grown. Yeah.
Wow. I
They're,
wouldn't have put that to him.
they've actually regressed now, but when I was in high school, early 2000s, they they really had a strong burger. And you could also they had about 50 different toppings, including like the sauteed onions, the sauteed mushrooms, the sauteed
Nice.
peppers. And every condiment that you could think of. They had A1, Heinz 57, Texas Pete,
Really?
mayo, like 4 different mustards, jalapenos, like 3 different styles of onions. You could do whatever you wanted to, and they never, ever, ever charged to add anything.
Oh, that's
One time,
fantastic.
one time I actually said, "Just give me everything." Like, what do you mean? I was like, click every button on the screen in front of you and put everything on the burger. I'm not going to eat it. I just want to see if you'll charge me extra. And they did not.
Wow.
But I really did that. And, I'm an asshole and I have Asperger's. So sometimes I show out. But I do remember. But anyway, so you're not a DQ kid, but I'll share with you. There's a very unique blizzard out there that was never on the menu, but I created myself. It was fantastic.
There was something kicking in here. I don't know what that was.
Oh, that's the Tourette's. I just diagnosed myself 30
Okay,
seconds ago.
Gotcha. It was your first
But-
episode.
Yeah, exactly. Hang on. Can you hear me? Hang on, I just got walked out. Let me fix
Yeah, no shit.
it.
Jesus Christ.
But no, so my flavor, my brand of choice was the Oreo Reese's Nerds Blizzard. Now,
Okay. I know I did hear that the Nerds Blizzard in general, I have heard, in the past.
I
that was
love the
pretty good.
Nerds Blizzard. It's a game changer, and you would never think about it, and you might scoff at it, or you may be intrigued, but like
Hold on.
quality,
Keep talking. I gotta put this dog away.
quality vanilla ice cream flavor with Nerds and the surprise of like 3 different nerd flavors that could happen in your mouth. It's crazy. Now you don't want to go with the large on that because you will get sick. But
Really?
it can be too much. And I'm not lactose intolerant or anything, but I don't think nerds interact at the quantum level with ice cream.
You're going to Ant-Man.
Yeah,
Go,
at the quantum level, I don't believe that ice cream properties and the properties of whatever bullshit is in a piece of a nerd. I don't think they interact well. I think there's some type of chemical reaction that happens, and it upsets your stomach. Now, if you're going for the little 8-ounce kitty one, you're golden. 5 scoops later, you're like, that just changed my life. I'll never go back.
yeah, man. I only had maybe 2 blizzards in my entire life. Well, but I do remember at some point I did get the chicken tenders from there once, and they were so good it blew my mind. Some of the best chicken tenders I've ever had.
Up until lately, I would say like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, they had some really solid food. And at the price point, we're talking upper level fast food that's just frowned upon for no reason.
Yeah.
It's like they legitimately, their burgers, their hot dogs, their chicken tenders, they were legit. Now, when they started trying to, in this economy, actually stay at that price point, their quality went down.
Yeah, that makes
But-
sense.
And I think I tried on like 2 or 3 years ago. Maybe it was a location. Like I'm not gonna
Right.
wash my hands of them forever. but they let me down in a big way because
Sorry, that must hurt.
it sucks. That's part of my childhood gone.
Is that the last time you've had Dairy Queen?
Yeah, I think I had a. Well, it was in Savannah. I'm pretty sure it came from Durin Street. So
Oh God. Well, Savannah in general just ugh.
yeah, let's
Ugh.
not go down that road. But
Unless
it,
you're going to a restaurant downtown, we're not talking about the highest quality or most or highest priority restaurants in the nation.
yeah, and if you're in Savannah and it's coming from Durin or Abercorn, just say no. Just
Yeah.
don't do it.
Yeah, they get slammed with a lot of business, and then they don't make up for it in any capacity with like having well staffed restaurants. So
Let's not get further into that. I don't want to talk about work.
that's a very niche topic.
Yeah, I don't want to
State
talk
of
about
Sa-
work right now.
State of the Savannah restaurant industry, circa 2014 to 2019.
Right.
That's a very niche podcast topic.
That is. Welcome aboard, kids.
Yeah, for real. It's like a
Talking about-
documentary.
Talking about how to properly staff your Savannah, Georgia restaurant.
Werner
Abercorn
Herzog's
or Durin.
Werner Herzog's voice just cuts in, and they were not prepared. Oh, Annie came home, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah.
So she can take care of the dog, though.
She might, yeah, she can take care of that. Poor guy's going off, babe. I just put him back there. So, anyway,
Well, that's why I have mine well trained. You haven't heard a peep out of them.
right, they're so well trained. Yeah.
Not as well trained as you, my little beach Labrador.
Oh man, I am a dog. I am a dog, dude. Thanks for pointing that out to me. I really needed that clarification because my life just makes so much more sense now.
Right? So now you can just like center on that and
Yeah.
branch out. Now you can truly find the meaning of life.
Mm.
And it's socks on a beach.
Socks on socks and sand on a beach.
Yeah.
So, what were we, all right. So I think, oh shit, I was gonna say something else. Now I want to go to a Dairy Queen though next month when we're together. I really want to go to one. All right. So
Wait, is this the cabin or when we're
yeah, the cabin.
secret time together?
No, we have that once a week on the phone. The other crazy thing
Listen,
is so
Monica's listening. Don't.
she can listen all she wants.
Oh, listen.
She'll never be able to take away what we have. So
Baby, I love you. He's lying.
the only other crazy thing is there's actually been a couple of these stories. I wish I had a video that went with this, but so this story real quick. Authorities said a patient stole an ambulance after he got out of a hospital and took it on a 25-mile joyride that ended when state police used a spike strip to stop him. Excuse me. A 47-year-old man was taken to Mount Sinai Morningside Hospital in Manhattan for observation. Oddly enough, I've actually walked right past this hospital before when Annie lived in New York for a bit.
You're basically famous.
Basically, it was me. I was the 47-year-old man who took the ambulance.
So this was in the future. Were you a 6'8" Japanese baseball star when you did this?
No. Anyway, they said so they tracked the ambulance by GPS. They eventually stopped it. But here's the okay, this is the funny part. This is the no shit part of the story. Driver was arrested on charges including grand larceny, criminal possession of stolen property, unlawfully fleeing a police officer in a motor vehicle, and driving while intoxicated.
Yes.
Because no shit, this guy.
So wait, how did he get intoxicated?
I don't know. They don't tell that. They don't say.
Wait, hang on. Was it medication that was administered at the hospital? Because that's not fair.
Well, it wouldn't be fair. And here's where we can begin to speculate, my friend.
So they give him some shit that turns him ass backwards.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm going home, bitches. Oh, that looks like my car. And then it just fucking drives.
Yeah.
So now we've created a trap for this young man.
Yeah. I mean, what if they just gave him the legal meth, to halt whatever was going on with him physically?
What if
or
we
mentally?
what if we understand that hospitals actually house some pretty crazy people day in and day out, and we just have somebody standing by the entrance with a walkie-talkie, and all you have to do is say hit it, and they just got a they got a -3 drop Louisville Slugger and just think, and that's it.
They give him the bonk like Randon.
Yeah,
They go bonk.
no, like
Bonk. Nope.
yeah, they have an 8 foot foam English style sword. They just go, wonk, and that's it.
Back in your bed. Get outta
Get
here.
back. I'll do it again. I know it doesn't hurt that bad, but it sucks, doesn't it? Like,
It's pretty
wonk.
humiliating, isn't it?
Like, and it's just enough foam that you can't stop it with your hands. Like, eventually, after I hit you 42 times, it'll develop bruises on your forearms.
It's like those two guys in the pink suits that were training for Takashi. Eventually, it will cause bruising after about the 2400 hit or so. It's not going to be funny. I mean, it's not going to
Dude,
be fun, but it will be
with an
funny.
8-foot foam sword. I mean, I can just off the top of my head, I imagine that the entire thing would probably weigh roughly 8 or 9 pounds, and
Right.
like if it's built properly. But can you imagine the destruction that you or I could do to those two guys just with the foam sword?
Wait, so are we saying they stole the ambulance?
No.
The stories are strangely connected somehow.
Somehow those guys exist in every story
They come up a lot.
because they suck. And oh my god, the only thing I don't know. Do I hate it worse? I might hate them the same. The people that are so dumb that they just do dumb shit and just they look at you like I didn't do anything wrong. But the people that promote themselves as badasses in some way and then are just they show you the complete opposite. It's like, yeah, dude, I could probably just give you a front kick to the chest and drown you in the water. Like, you probably would never hit me. You would never have any chance. It's not called an altercation. It's called murder. What I would do to you.
It's called an assault, and it's one-sided, sir. You were not also going to be charged
Exactly.
with assault.
Exactly. And I don't know. Little guys. I've got a special place in my heart for little guys because I've got a couple actually good friends that are little guys. But it seems like they all have that same Napoleon complex where, like, let me show you how big and bad I am. And I'm not a big guy, man. You're not a big guy. But at the same time, I'm looking at you like, dude, just swim along. Like, we're the normal size fish. Just swim along next to us. Look, you're fine. Nobody's hunting. Like, nobody's hunting you.
Right.
Just act normal, man. Because
Right.
if you act like that, then the next time you accidentally shadow box and connect on a 6'4" guy, he's gonna beat the fuck out of you. He's literally gonna pick you up by the ankles and just whip you against the ground a couple.
Right, exactly.
Like, calm down.
Yeah. Who knew that Ellen DeGeneres from the hit 2001 movie Finding Nemo had the best advice for short men with the Napoleon complex?
Exactly. It literally, like, just act like you belong. Just hang
keep
out.
swimming, man.
Nobody's gonna make fun of you because you're wearing size 7 shoes. Just don't tell anybody. If anybody asks you, wear a 9. It's a normal size.
Right.
And if you ever see a female coworker come up and put their foot next to yours, just jostle your foot around a little bit.
What?
Just look.
Where did that even come from?
I told you the story the other day about the guy that didn't have a whole lot to show off about.
Oh,
not
God.
I'm not gonna spit too much, but I'm just
Oh,
saying.
God.
That's
got to stay behind the scenes.
Yeah, if you wear size 7s, look, just don't let female coworkers come up next to you and judge their shoe size next to yours. Because
Jesus.
if you're standing at 5'1", chances are their foot's bigger than you.
I gotta tell you, man. So yeah. Anyway, well, actually, one of the guys that's coming up to the cabin is he's a short king too, and but
Does he have the complex?
No, not at all. Not at all.
We're not gonna have to drown him in the hot tub.
No, we don't have to like give him a what do you call it when you put somebody in the toilet? You know, from like the 1980s?
Swirly.
Swirlies. Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we don't have to give him that. Well, he'll be fine. He can keep his lunch muddy.
Okay.
The whole thing.
Right.
No, he's a
Fair
really
enough.
chill guy. He's a really chill guy. You'll
Fair
like him a
enough.
lot.
And look, I trust your judgment sometimes, but no, I look forward to meeting everybody. But at the same
Oh, yeah.
time, I'm telling you, you got to look out for the small guys because I'm not going to say his name right now. He's still a friend of mine. We're not close. We haven't really talked much in the last few years, but for a while there, like we were boys, and I mean like we're boys.
Boys.
Like at work, you know, like, dude, are we gonna go? Sorry, not we. I was like, are we gonna go back to your house? Like, or can I come over to your house?
Right.
And can we jam out on some Rock Band and then play UFC and get drunk? He's like, I thought you never fucking asked. And look, not to shit on this guy. I'm really not trying to shit on this guy, but he had the worst Napoleon complex I've ever seen in my entire life. And I'm talking about he was 5 foot even, and I'm giving him an inch, I think, but he was, you know, maybe 105 pounds soaking wet, and maybe not even that. Maybe not even.
Poor guy.
But he would get him a little bottle of Goldschlager, and I mean the little ones, like the promo bottles.
Oh gosh.
And that was his drink for the night. Like
That's
he
like the
wasn't
worst. That's like the worst drink too. Like
he would have himself what's called a Four Horsemen, which is no, this is a real drink. Every day before he left, he would have one at the bar, and it was
before he got in his car and drove home.
Yes. Yes. So kids, don't do this. But it was Bacardi 151. Oh, it was Bacardi 151, Jameson, Jack, and Jim, maybe. I don't know. It was called the Four Horsemen. But the Four Horsemen is actually the Four Horsemen is actually Dick, Jack, Jim, and what's the other one?
Do you need help?
No, it was and Jameson, yeah. So it's like 4 names, so it makes sense. But he replaced Jameson with Bacardi 151, which I don't know if you ever fucked with Bacardi 151.
No, it's some rough shit.
Dude, you can light it on fire in the bottle, and the whole bottle will catch on fire. It's crazy shit. 151 proof shit is real.
No, so anyway. it's Jameson, Jack Daniels, Johnny Walker, and Jim Beam.
There you go, Johnny Walker. Okay.
Right.
Anyway, a mishmash, and this is if you enjoy whiskey of any kind on any level, you would never do this to yourself or the brands. But he was a connoisseur. Let's just say that. No, he was just trying to get a little jump start on the evening. So he would have him one of those, and it was about 3 fingers in a rocks glass.
I'm surprised he made it home safe every night.
Yeah, and so then he would go by the local ABC store and pick him up a bottle about yay big of Goldschlager, and that was his event of the evening. So we would go over, we would rock out on Rock Band for about an hour, hour and a half, do something like that, and then we change gears and beat some ass. Like once we started sweating a little bit because he lived basically. I think his house was bulldozed to build the Honey Hunter Stadium. Like
Really?
He lived in the middle of Skid Row.
Oh man.
Within a 5-minute walk, he had one of those gas stations, like those illegal convenience stores that has like an old gas pump out front. They haven't had gas in like 20 years,
Right.
but they sell like loose cigarettes and all unrefrigerated items.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh, it's a thing, dude.
Wow. That's
Anyway,
wild.
I used to go hang out in the hood with this kid, and we tear up some Rock Band. We were pretty good at it. I'm pretty proud of that. But every once in a while, he'd just get a little fired up. He would get a little weird. One time, I brought one of my buddies over. I'm not going to name him either. He's an asshole. We don't talk anymore.
These guys are all named Kevin, by the way.
They're Kevin. Look, so Kevin 1 and Kevin 2. So anyway, my little guy, he's like, why did you bring him over? And I was like, dude, are we going to make out? Like, what does it matter? I was like, we need another guitarist for the goddamn Rock Band solo. What are you doing? And he was like, all right, fine. So anyway, he gets into it. He gets into it with my buddy. And my buddy's like, fuck this. I'm out of here. I was like, peace. I'm staying.
Right.
I was like, I've been drinking. I'm not driving. Do that, kids. I was like, I'll stay in the hood tonight. I'm okay. But, and then I remember he freaked out on me. And he said, why would you ever bring somebody to my house? Why would you ever bring somebody to my house? And
What the fuck?
dude, I didn't realize it was that
That's
type of
fucking weird.
operation. We're playing a video game that actually works if you plug 5 different things into it. Like it's more than just a microphone and one guitar. Like but hang on, let me add. He had all the equipment. He had the drum set up. He had two guitars. He had a microphone. He had another microphone. Like he had the whole rock band setup. But he freaked out because I brought somebody over. I guess I didn't ask permission. But at this point, he's him a little guy,
Mhm.
and he had already had his four horsemen, and he had already cleared out his Goldschlager. He had the little gold flakes on his lips and
Oh
shit.
god.
And he was legitimately like upset with me. And I said, "Look, man, I'm sorry. I won't do it again because I'm not trying to hurt the little guy, and and he's my friend,
Right.
and like I should have said that first."
I'm not trying to hurt
But
my friend, aka
uh,
the little guy.
well, and I'm like, dude, if this gets physical, it's not going to be good. But like, and I always think that way anyway. Philbo, we talked about this last time. I used to like fighting and bar fights and all that. Fuck that, dude. I'm not doing that shit anymore. I'm an old man. I got a gray beard hair. It ain't worth it. I don't like it.
You keep bringing up.
But
I never saw your gray beard here. Why does this keep coming up? Did you have a crisis the other day? You
well,
saw
I have one, and it's extremely long right now. But we're not going to go into that. We're not going to promo that. Well, anyway, so speed the story up. This guy gets physical with me, right? So I was about 20 pounds lighter then, and I was in a lot better shape. I was I was fresh off my wrestling days. Let's just say that. And I'm just looking at this guy. I'm like, I'm built like a brick shit house compared to you, kid. Don't do it. And I kept telling him, man, don't do it. Like, what are you doing? And he kept pushing me, and he grabbed my shirt like real good and pulled me to like tried to pull me sideways. And I literally just put my hand on his chest, said no. And I felt like what's his name, Bruce Lee. I felt like I did like that, and it wasn't even forceful. I did like that, and he did the like he had to step back and lose balance thing. I was like, oh yes, the force is strong with me, and and then but I guess that just angered him. So he came back and he did one of those little two-step running push shove kind of things, and then it was on that shitty linoleum tile stuff, the little plastic
Yeah.
linoleum, and he was wearing socks. So his feet slid out from under me and I
Oh.
didn't move because I was
Oh my
wearing
god.
shoes.
Oh my
And then I
god.
was like, dude, please stop. There's no reason to do this. I already apologized to you. So I don't know what you're trying to do. And then he swung at me. Like he just took a out of nowhere coming from right field swipe. And I can take more than this much Goldschlager, so I just did this,
You stood on your toes.
and yeah, I just did this. He whiffed, and then he didn't follow up. There was no combo. He wasn't wearing pink shorts at the time, but
He was not the combo master
yeah, no. And I told him, and
on the
this I
waterfront.
got look. I get mad if you try and punch me in the head.
Sure.
I'm always gonna get mad. So he made me mad, and I looked at him. I still had compassion, and I said, "Don't fucking do that. Don't do it again. Don't touch me. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go
Right.
outside. I'm gonna call a ride. I'm done. We're not gonna do this." And I said, and then he tried to stop me from walking. I said, "Don't get in my way. Don't touch me." And then he made this little move, this little shimmy move, like he was gonna like snake me, like an uppercut kind of thing.
What the? Why would this guy?
And
Why
then
would he just stop?
I don't know. It's this thing that some people have,
It's the
and
Goldschlager.
like literally, it went from 0 to 100, and then I couldn't get it back down to even 60. He just kept doing it, and so what I did is I grabbed him. You know how you grab the shirt and you twist,
Yeah.
like I grabbed the shirt and I twisted so it was taut on him, and did like this, and I pushed him against the refrigerator. This was in the kitchen, by the way. I pushed him against the refrigerator, and I don't know if I was that strong at the time or he was that small, but I actually slid him off of his feet.
Oh my
Like
god.
his toes were not touching the ground. I said, "I will kill you. Don't touch me again."
Jesus Christ.
And then I let him down. And 3 days later, we were playing UFC at his house again.
And that's how that story should end.
It is. I mean, I don't understand that mindset and why it pertains to all small guys. Like I'm not a super tall guy. I don't walk around with my chest puffed out like, oh shit, you're bigger than me. Let me show you how big I am.
Yeah, it usually doesn't go the other way. Usually.
Yeah,
But Joshua, we got 5 minutes left, so we
5
gotta,
minutes.
yeah, we gotta fucking wrap it up a little bit, buddy. We gotta go. We gotta talk about your dick pic for the week.
All right.
I have some background video to play
Sounds
whilst we
good.
discuss that.
So as our dick pic goes, Philbo, you picked oh, here we go.
Here we go. Here's your
Here
boy.
we go.
It's a little blurry
Here's-
at the moment.
Yeah, it is a little blurry. Look, Ronnie!
Hey, there
Ronnie!
he is.
Ronnie!
Ronnie,
Oh my
baby.
god, that kid's got a healthy ACL, don't he?
Hell yeah, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Should we
That
watch
kid
Money
can-
Mike too?
That kid can scoot. Now, Money Mike. Now, this is a part of ESPN's projection, but Jesus Christ, if I'm not on board, man. This guy's a ball player, a fucking 5-tool player. Look at this. Look at this.
Bam.
Look at this. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's happy
Like-
about it too.
And fuck yeah, he is. This dude, he started he was playing in for some reason on this ball, and he robs Paul Goldschmidt of a home run. Fuck yeah,
The
get the
polar
fuck
bear.
out of my house. So this is your house, but it's my house now, kid.
Right, exactly. Let's
And-
just take a look at Ronnie's speed one more time without all the blur. This shit is wild.
This is why Ronnie fuck 30-30. He might be 40-40 this year.
You even went further than that. You
Oh
said
well, he might be the first player ever to hit 50-50.
that would be fucking wild.
It's not that wild because the stolen bases are not going to be a problem.
No, they're not. You're right. He's gonna
So-
have 30 stolen bases.
The biggest problem is like them actually using him on the bases like they should. They might,
Yeah, that's
you
true.
know, this is a new school type baseball, so they might not run him as much as they would have, under the Coxinator, Bobby Cox, back in, let's say, like
There's
02.
there's something wrong about that name, the Coxinator. It doesn't quite roll off the tongue.
Well, he's the only former Brave skipper that has his number retired.
That's true.
So there's something to be said for that.
Oh god, do you think they'll retire Snickers,
No. He's
Josh.
got a lot of work to do.
Josh?
He's got a lot of work to do.
They might. I fucking hope not.
Is it the same number? Because then no.
Well, no, it can't be. It can't. If it's retired, then it can't be the same number.
That's what I'm saying. Then probably not. But at the same time, look, I'm not here to tell your fortune. I'm here to tell you what I think is going to happen, and it's usually pretty close to true.
All right, what's
And-
your almost fortune?
So my almost fortune is, well, Andrew Jones, shout out, love you, Carousel kid. Fucking his numbers being retired. Gotta love Drew.
Yep.
But no, Snicker, he will never be Bobby Cox. But as long as he has, because one thing Bobby Cox never had behind him was an Alex Anthopoulos. If
Right.
Bobby Cox had an Alex Anthopoulos behind him, willing to actually buy talent and make like
Oh,
extremely smart decisions with money instead of just trying to.
yeah.
If Bobby Cox, the majority of his career was in the new baseball era where we pay attention to the analytics that matter.
Yeah.
If that had happened, shit, dude, we might be talking about like. I mean, he's
Back
already the
to
all-time
back.
great.
To
Like we're
back.
talking about. I don't know if they ever lose. Like we're talking about 162-0 teams and shit.
I don't know about that, but yeah, definitely 100 plus win seasons.
Well, look,
pretty
if Snick,
consistently.
because look, I like Snicker. I mean, of course, I love the man. He brought me a goddamn title,
Yeah,
but
he's a very overrated
he's-
manager.
as far as the hands-on skills that he's a player's manager. The players love him. He'll die for them, and they'll die for him.
Sure.
That's his style. Bobby Cox was one that you actually had to win him over. Like for the
Right.
first 2 years, he was like, "Hey, 76, what are you doing? 76, pick up that ball. No, don't pick it up with your glove. 76. and then year 3, you actually do something that changes his mind. He's like, Josh, hey Josh. Like, you actually had to win him onto your side.
Right.
But if you wore the goddamn gray, or you wore the goddamn red, or the blue, or my personal favorite, the white jerseys, he was on your side on the field, buddy. That guy would fucking destroy and hump for you if you were right, if you were wrong. If you were getting lit from the Blues, he would come out and rescue you. He was your angel.
Absolutely. Man.
And your devil.
Doesn't he still hold the record for ejections?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, here comes Bobby.
Yeah.
But anyway, so my dick pic, obviously 2 players going 30 for 30 on the same team, or 30 and 30 for the first time. Well on its way. I'm not going to add anything at this point. Money Mike and Ronald Acuna, they have a great shot at Gold Gloves, but that's a very political thing. The best defensive player doesn't always win, I don't think.
Yeah, that's true.
But if it was my vote, they would be 2 out of 3 outfield Gold Gloves. But moving forward, so standing right now, your dick pic's looking good.
Yep.
And my dick pic for this coming week, which is going to be an elongated week. But
I feel like every week is an elongated week.
we'll see y'all. We won't see y'all this Saturday. We'll see y'all next Saturday.
Oh, the week itself, not the pick. Gotcha. Yeah.
The week itself, and
right.
I'm not going to focus on all the matchups that we have, but I will focus on the Fathers, the San Diego Padres, which we have our home opener this evening. So the Fathers are coming to the TP, and I will say, worst case scenario, we take 3 out of 4. Best case scenario, we sweep.
I like it. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty. That's a good pick right there. And just to touch on my pick from last week too, I was saying we're gonna within the first 30 games we'll have at least 18 wins. We're 5-1 right now, so we're well on the way to making that dream come true. Braves are looking phenomenal. I mean, just absolutely phenomenal. If they keep this up, which it's very early in the season, all kinds of different things can happen. But if they keep it up, I mean, we're talking at least another 100-win season, probably 110, maybe pushing 120 wins on the season. It's gonna be fucking wild. I'm not making a pick. I'm saying that's possible.
Are you gonna elongate that we're gonna actually set records here?
No.
We're gonna test the fucking Mariners on that one.
120 is not the record. It's like 123, right?
Ooh, look it up. I thought the Mariners had it. I thought it was like 116.
Let's see. No, I think it's more than that.
Okay, well, look it up, computer nerd.
No, you're right, 116.
The Seattle Mariners, right?
And the 1906 Chicago Cubs.
Yeah, but okay, so yeah.
So yeah.
So after we walked on the moon, the only team that's done it is the Mariners, and that's the Mariners. We can go 2 more hours, and I'll tell you about the Mariners. The greatest team of all time that never won a series.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Fucking look, I don't even have to touch on the core guys. No. You have Ken Griffey Jr. like in his Ronald Acuna prime, and right now, dude, Acuna doesn't hold a candle to Griffey in his like early prime.
100%.
Like. Because you start to come into that prime and you're like, oh shit, this guy can change the game. But at the same time, you had an unhittable Randy Johnson on the mound every 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, we can't even go into it, Josh. It's too much to go into. So we're looking at 100. We're looking at 100 wins this season. I think if we continue everything.
If we don't win 100 games, dude, somebody fucked up. Like
seriously,
like half of our roster is dead.
Yeah, they're on a perpetual hamstring injury.
Yeah, no, there's a limousine accident celebrating the sweep of the Padres. Something happened.
Limousine accident. Yeah. They're in a parade. They run an early victory parade for the World Series because we
Yeah, I don't know.
win it.
They join up with the Georgia Bulldogs to drag race Chevy Tahoes. I don't know.
Oh God, too funny.
That's not funny. I take it back. Rest in peace. No offense meant. That was just a joke.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we got this week for you. We really got to wrap it up quickly. We didn't even get to touch a video game, but we'll wrap it.
What about the chop shop?
Chop Shop? Would you like to challenge anything, Josh?
Yeah.
What do you want to challenge?
Well, you chop me.
I did.
Hang on. Let me look at my notes.
No, look back in the minutes.
Hang on. Minute 45. Then,
At a minute 45.
Yeah.
I would like to challenge the sock because I don't wear my socks on the beach. I wear them to the beach. There's a difference.
That's a lie.
So that's a chop. That's not a lie.
That's a lie.
That's
I
a
watched
lie.
I watched you walking around like you had mental issues, just
Not
wearing
in my
your socks on the
sock-
beach.
No, wrong. So wrong.
Hang on, I'm still looking.
Pouring through your tomes over there. I'll play like the writing a letter music from the PBS Civil War documentary. Where it's like do 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 do. Dearest Philbo, I write to
No,
you.
I don't want to challenge any, but you
No,
know,
it's like 15 minutes.
obviously, well, I had to double check because I never believe any of your chops are legitimate. I will rescind one chop,
Okay.
and that's from a previous episode. Only
wow.
because you learned your lesson and you did not come in with a preloaded chop.
I
There
did.
was no premeditated chop. So I will rescind one. So hang on, let me do a quick tally. If we
Okay.
all right.
Time up. Pour back through the tomes
So you challenged.
by candlelight.
So you challenged, and that was negated. So the substantial chops from Joshua to Philbo are 1,348.
Okay.
The substantial chops from Philbo to Joshua now stand at 1.
Oh wow. I've become up from
And-
-1 from last episode.
And yeah, no, dude, you're climbing the ranks. You're in the second spot. Actually, you're tied with Annie.
Look at that.
But actually, I think hers counts. Hey, whoa, hers counts as 2 because
Hmm.
she was double chopped.
That's true.
She was double chopped. So as it stands, you got some catching up to do, kid. Maybe act right. Catch me outside.
Catch me outside. How about that? Thanks, ladies and gentlemen,
about
for
that?
watching today. We appreciate y'all stopping by. Hit us up next, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. We're on a little hiatus this weekend. That's why we're streaming today. We will see you guys in a week from now. And don't forget, first week of May, we'll be at the cabin, so we will be live streaming probably every day from the hot tub, bringing you the best of times and the worst of times. We're going Charles Dickens in there. So we'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend.
See y'all next week.
Peace.